We are so happy you have chosen to donate your time, energy, and talents to Cope Environmental Center. CEC seeks to promote the sustainable use of Earth's resources through education, demonstration, and research. CEC is a place that provides environmental education to schools and community groups throughout our region. Our 102-acre outdoor classroom is also available for hiking to the public. The property features a variety of habitats including a large conifer collection, wetlands, prairies, and forests. So why volunteer at CEC? Do you love nature? Do you believe in conservation? You support education? You encourage sustainability? Or maybe you just want to make a connection with the world around you? Whatever reason you may have, CEC needs your help to preserve the 3+ miles of hiking trails, help with day-to-day operations, and aid in the preparation and planning of events and educational programs. We appreciate your interest in wanting to keep our vision alive. This orientation video will give you more of an idea about the volunteer positions available here at CEC, in addition to giving a tour of the property highlighting all the important places for volunteers on the property. Thank you for your interest in volunteering at CEC. Volunteer basics. There are several types of volunteer duties, from long-term projects to short pro bono tasks. We will work with you to make sure your interests are matched up with the most fulfilling duties, creating a great experience with you and the center. There are some general rules that we would like our volunteers to follow. Participate in required training necessary to fulfill duties. Be aware of CEC procedures and policies, especially safety rules. Obtain and wear any special safety equipment necessary. Report to CEC at scheduled times and notify CEC if unable to attend. Inform the public and staff of any safety issues you become aware of. Treat all volunteers, staff, and members with respect. Report all accidents. Be courteous and polite when accepting instructions in addition to providing input. Respect and be courteous of office hours and staff time and availability. CEC must keep track of hours that volunteers work for liability purposes. We ask that you sign in and out each time you report to work at CEC. We ask that you only report to work during CEC's normal business hours, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., unless prior arrangements have been made. Work schedules will vary depending on the task and location of the project. Volunteers will work with the volunteer coordinator to set a schedule that is mutually acceptable. These few basics will make sure that you will have a positive experience here at CEC and that you will get the most out of your volunteer hours. Safety. Volunteers may not operate motor vehicles. Volunteers must use their own vehicles or ride in a staff vehicle and must follow state laws when doing so. Volunteers may only perform maintenance tasks when under the supervision of a staff member. Volunteers may not use power tools or equipment unless permission is given or properly trained. Volunteers may not perform tasks for which a license or certification is needed unless in possession of pertinent documentation. Smoking is only allowed in the lower parking lot. Please do not discard butts on the ground. There are also several public safety and health concerns that volunteers need to know. Due to the nature of CEC's educational programming, volunteers may be required to fill out paperwork authorizing a background check. For liability reasons, volunteers are not required to administer first aid. The decision to administer first aid or CPR is limited to your discretion and the level at work which you are certified. If you happen to witness an accident, please call 911 from your cell phone or CEC's phone. These few safety guidelines are here so that we can make sure the public or volunteers and our staff have a positive and safe experience while working here at CEC. Because of the actions and decisions of volunteers are perceived to be reflections of CEC itself, volunteers must sign the volunteer agreement indicating that they are familiar with the responsibilities and potential hazards of working at CEC. For risk management purposes, CEC does not allow anyone who has not signed the volunteer agreement to work at CEC. Now that we've gone over some basic volunteer and safety information, we'd like to share the property that we love so much with you. On this tour of the CEC property, we will focus on the areas that are important to volunteers. We hope you enjoy. The first place we will go is the administration building. All staff members work in this building from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. This building also houses a fire extinguisher, an AED machine, a kitchen, Most administrative volunteer positions are done in this building because of easy access to computers and clerical supplies. The parking lot is also located to the west of the building. Next to the administration building would be the education building, where programs are held and craft supplies is located. Next to the education building is the public restroom room for you to use while you are volunteering. There is also a picnic area used for summer and school programs. If you walk towards the other side of the administration building, you will see two more buildings. The first building is the Facilities and Grounds building, which houses all of the mechanical tools you could ever imagine needing. Biodiesel is also made in this building. Next to this building is the maintenance barn. This barn has lawn care and land care tools. Leaving the maintenance barn, take an immediate right until you see the small red barn. This is the sap house and is where CEC maple syrup programs take place. The porch is an important place for volunteers to pay attention to because the wooden chest on the porch is where all the tools to remove invasive species are located. The trails also surround the property with trailheads on the north, south, and east sides of the administration building. These are the main areas of the property that you as a volunteer will need to know about and will spend a majority of your time. We are so happy you are considering giving your time and talents to CEC. To volunteer at CEC, please fill out an application on our website at www.copeenvironmentalcenter.org/volunteers. Completed applications may be mailed to our address at 4910 Shoemaker Road, Centerville, Indiana, or emailed to Emily Bobrowich at e.bobrowich@copeenvironmentalcenter.org. If your skills and interests are a good fit for CEC's volunteer needs, our volunteer coordinator will call to set up a time to interview you. If you have any questions in the meantime, please call CEC at 765-855-3188 and ask for Emily.